Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show. And quite a show it is. Quite a show it is. All right. So, yeah, let's do this. You guys are, there.
About to kill people again.
Coming around the mountain as they come. And,
anybody else
Lena,
want to lose their heads?
you're gonna roll me, Lena. Roll me 3d6, drop the lowest one, and add your, dexterity and sniper rifle modifier.
Oh, bloody hell, what now? What the fuck am I doing?
You're murdering. It's fine.
Hold on. I'm going to remind you what that macro is. Sorry.
Yes, please.
We weren't next to our computer, so I couldn't tell you while we were on break what to do. Where did I put that? There you are. So, copy, backtick, and paste. Now, don't forget to apply your actual modifier, which would be your dexterity and whatever sniper skill is.
Okay, so sniper is 1, and dexterity is modifier of 1, so +2.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. So, with your 10 on your roll, that's funny. Does that count? Does that say 5, 3, and 1? Because over here I'm seeing 5, 3, and 4. I mean, it's the same effect, but like
it's 5, 3, and 1 on my end. Remember that the dice are rolled to land on the thing. The number in the machine is the correct one.
No, I get that. It's just funny that it's displaying it differently. And actually, I have two different computers up. One saw 5, 4, 1. It doesn't matter. So
Scott's mesmerized by simulations.
So moving on, it's just a roll 20 glitch. That's all. So moving on. So you line up your shot and you take it. Just this person, however it is that you line up your shot, instantly kill them, no questions whatsoever.
You're doing me.
So do you want to do another thing like that again, where you're doing another kill shot, or do you just want to line up another attack and just take a shot immediately afterwards to reduce
Probably
the number
the
of people
same effect, really.
Well, Svedka.
I'm gonna line up another shot. She snipes. She doesn't fuck about.
Yeah, okay, so you're I'm sorry, you're spending a minute
right?
to line up a shot, or are you just taking a shot right now?
A minute.
That's all it takes to assassinate.
I might just take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have them all dead in a minute anyway.
If you want, you can wait like a few moments to allow your gun to cool down a little bit. So maybe like 15, 20 seconds before you take another shot.
Yeah, that would happen.
Okay. So
She wouldn't just do it instantly.
So you just kind of like let your gun cool down for a second, start trying to line up another shot or whatever it is, and more or less because that shot happened, they're immediately like looking around, kind of confused because it came off of like a mountain range. They did not expect that to happen, to come off of a mountain range. So trying to find out where it is. Around when you get your second shot set up, all of a sudden they notice Svedka coming down the hill, and so they're like, "Oh shit!" and they're like starting to turn that way because they hear the thing and getting ready, but they haven't taken any shots yet. Now you get your second attack. This is an actual attack roll attack though, not an assassination attempt.
Yep.
Took them long enough to notice.
No modifiers?
You do not get any pluses or minuses. This is what your weapon normally does.
That didn't roll for some reason. Sniper. Roll. There we go.
That's a hit. Roll me your damage.
Not terrible.
Okay. So that is absolutely beautiful. You line up the shot because these people have less shields than you guys do, right? You line up the shot and you take it and you shoot the person and he drops. Because again, usually a bullet doesn't cause you to move, but the armor, it stops enough of it that it does throw him backwards and onto the ground and leaves him dead with a hole in his chest or a bunch of scrambling of his organs. Svedka is making her way the rest of the way down the hill. The other three of them are going to start lining up their attacks, shooting at her. That only actually equates to one real attack roll because of distances and whatnot. So I'm going to take that right now. Here we are. It's still not showing. I thought I fixed it, but it's still not showing up correctly. They miss her with their attack roll. Next time they would be able to get more. It's now your turn. If you take another shot immediately right now, your weapon would just overheat. But you would at least be able to take it out another one before she gets there.
No. I don't want to overheat it.
Okay, so you're just going to wait a few moments, allow them to get more attacks against her while she's trying to get closer.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
She
we're
knew what
just
she was getting
hiking in the
herself into.
distance.
Mm-hmm. She's a big girl. take care of herself. That shot's going to be a hit. We'll get to it in a second. Oh, they rolled off of a 20. I don't know why it's not showing up on this screen, but it is here. Luckily, it was a 2, and so it missed. Let's do damage to that first one. The shields in the vehicle having recharged back up to its actual 10, which is what you had shot through beforehand. You charge back up to 10. They shoot at the vehicle and literally just take down its shields. That's all it did. Now it's your turn again. You're welcome to try to take another shot against one of them.
Will I be hit now?
No. It's in every other round sort of thing right now. You take your hit, do your damage, and you take that motherfucker out. At this point in time, we can kind of just fast forward to the point where when she gets down there, she pulls out her gun and just starts firing at them like crazy. There's only 2 of them left. You can wait a couple moments, or maybe you're like, there's 2 of them left. She's getting really close. Maybe I take my shot immediately afterwards. But you guys very quickly make short work of them. By the time that the others come the rest of the way around the mountain, all 5 of them are long since dead, and you can look over their bodies and see if you can find anything of value on them. And in fact, you do find something of value on them. You find the comm links that they're using to speak to the facility. These aren't the same kind of equipment that you guys have here. These are secured comm links to have secure communications with the facility over there, which of course come with the passcodes and whatnot to get into the place.
Oh, that's useful.
Ooh.
Yeah.
By the way, as they come around and I see these 5 dead bodies, I'm just going, false slam. I thought there was a threat.
Ha. Nice. So you guys are making your way. Over there, and down to join the group. How does you want to approach the city?
Quietly and efficiently.
Quietly, she says, after sniping a crap ton of people.
On foot, or do you want to use this vehicle as well?
Well, at this point, I would probably chime in. Lena, it might be best if you and I go ahead to the facility on the snowmobile.
I concur.
Okay, so
and we go in. Me and Johnson and Angry Face to go in separately. What's that plan?
Well, you see me patting something like on my equipment. It's like, we'll make our own way in if we need to. I mean, we've got the comm codes now, so we can go in.
So you open the way in, we follow after you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understood.
I mean, any
Seems like a
threats, we
plan.
can clearly take care of them before you guys even arrive, so I won't worry about
Perhaps
it.
you could send your drone with us, so that you
That's
could
a plan,
perhaps take
actually.
thermal
That's a good
reading
idea.
before
Yeah,
we
I like
open the thing. That's
I put it on the back of the snowmobile, strap it on.
I give it a little pat. It's like, you'll be okay, buddy.
Oh.
It beeps.
And so you guys are driving there. You're able to get there pretty quickly. At this point in time, you're only about a kilometer and a half out, and this is now tundra, no longer through the mountainous region, so much quicker. So because you guys are on bikes, you're going to bring the camera to you first, obviously, and you make your way easily to where it is that you're going. So you make your way to the facility. Are you going to the place where you're supposed to be going in?
There's probably people there.
Yep.
So...
We might stand out as intruders.
Just a bit. Yeah. We'd probably pull up alongside a wall if it's up to like Carmine and
Sure.
like get the drone out and like look for a spot that doesn't have any people in it.
Yep.
Okay.
IR scanning.
Roll me your perception check, sir.
Is it still wisdom?
For this one, I'm going to give you intelligence.
Thank you.
It's still crap.
You're looking around, and honestly, the only entrance that you can find, actual entrance that you can find, is where it is that the vehicles are supposed to go into. When you ping it on your little map there, Lena can already say that she's found this already. She was
Yeah,
aware.
no, I wasn't. It was just if there was any secret entrances or anything like heat sinks or some heat vents or something, you know. But nah, I'd say there's nothing.
If they're there, you
Obvious.
haven't found them.
Yeah, nothing obvious or semi-obvious, I guess.
At this point, Carmine chimes in. We can make something obvious.
Not the best idea when dealing with an entire fortress.
Can you set off that thing from a range?
Yes,
So how about you use that as a distraction?
possible. It would be better if we make it into a shaped charge for like it does. Carmine would go on a little bit of a like talk about the area of effect that it has, which is basically 20 meters unless we make it into a shaped charge, then it's like 2 or 4 meters. But you'd need an electronics check to do that, which is why I figured you should come along with me because you're a saboteur and like infiltrator. You know that stuff.
Ooh, if that's your plan, can I look for a place in the outer wall that is probably closest to like their power plant?
Now you can make me another perception check with intelligence.
Good thinking.
Because
Don't
like
fuck it
they're
up.
probably like my assumption
Oh.
is life support's going to be on a separate system because it always is. So we just blow out their defenses.
So
That would put things in
using
a favor,
the,
yeah.
using the IR scanner, looking for something like that specifically, switching over to the electromagnetic scanner, or whatever it is that you have, the electronic scanner, you eventually find
Radiation,
you
nuclear
find out
power.
exactly where it is that you need to be to like exactly where their power supply is. Whether or not the blast is going to hurt this power supply, that's a different story. But it could certainly blow a hole in the wall to where this power supply is.
Cool.
All right, so I pull out a demo charge. I hand it off to Lena and tell her, you should rig this up as a shape charge, and then like gesture roughly to where it needs to be, and we'll
See
get
what
our
I
way
can
in.
do.
So you make me your electronics check, please. And then you guys are going to hop on the bike and whip your way over to where it is that you're supposed to go. Throw it against the wall and then keep on moving.
Is it intelligence or wisdom?
It's intelligence.
Wish me luck. Oh, not terrible. Wow. Good.
You rewire the thing to be a shape charge. So again, instead of being a kaboom, it's a which is incredible. You have that all set. So you get the thing wired up. You go over to where it is that Rockwell deems a good location, and you put it against the wall and strap it in to make sure that the blast is like move the thing backwards or anything. It's like set where it needs to, and da 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 da. Similar principle to how it is that your gun mounts into the ground. This thing kind of like mounts into the wall that it's going to be blasting into, right? So you guys have that all set and ready to go. Where is it that you actually want to go for the entrance, or do you wait for your friends?
The more the merrier? Question mark?
Yeah, but we have to wait for a while, and there's the possibility that they might discover that, oh, there's a snowmobile next to the wall. That shouldn't be there.
That's true. To be fair, if we took down the power supply as they were arriving,
That
rather
would
than
cause
fucking
the
about, we
entire
could
facility
probably
to
do
go
it.
down into total chaos, which would delay their organization effectively. So I think
Yeah.
it would be better to just pull the trigger.
Let's just do it.
So you guys back
Let's
off.
do it,
You
friends.
guys back off a bit. Again, they've been walking for a while now too, so they're still maybe about half a kilometer out when you guys are doing this. You can wait a little bit, like maybe do one more loop on the bike to get them time to get a little bit closer.
Meh.
All right, fuck it.
I'll get on the radio and like tell them like we've got the we've got the charge in place. We're about to go to their power plant to knock out the power to the facility. Unless you want us to wait.
Move quickly.
I'd say you can take the blast, but if take action to make sure they don't get their power back up.
Oh, they
You know,
won't get
if
it.
they send some like engineers, some like
You just hear Carmine laughing at
SPCs
mere
or whatever.
suggestion.
Just shoot them in the face.
Okay, so you guys back away a little bit, and Carmine, you do your roll for me your damage, sir.
Right, that is
The donations
Dice
predicted.
explode.
kaboom.
That wasn't really an explosion.
Gorgeous. But because it's a focus blast, it's not like it's just a simple 22 points of damage. It's 22 points of damage that works far better against like the structural integrity of the wall that you're putting it against. So 22 points of damage, the thing goes kaboom and like blows a hole into the wall. Now, because you are doing a hole into the wall, because you are blowing a hole into the wall, it is like bent and warped metals and stuff like that are there. It's a little difficult to actually get into the facility, but you are able to make your way in. Just do me a quick favor as you like ride the bike back over, and then try to get out and make your way into it. Roll me an exert dexterity check.
I think we would have just walked. Like the AoE is like 5 meters or something, and that's being like overly estimating. So I don't think we'd take the bike. We'd just walk back and then run up.
Oh, gotcha. So you would just walk back over, and you would try to get through the thing. So it's an exert dexterity check, please. Okay, so Lena, it's a bit of work, but you're able to get yourself into the facility, and so aren't you, James? Who I imagine James went first, so because he's the more melee
Yeah,
guy.
Karma. Shotgun in tow, of course.
Yep.
So you went in, and you're able to make your way into the facility. Make me a perception wisdom check as soon as you walk into the place.
Perception, wisdom.
Both of us?
Him first.
There's giblets that used to be people.
So you look into the place, and you do in fact find a bit of giblets that used to be a person, but you also find an injured person off to the side with a hunk of metal into his leg. And he's like, ah, and another one's literally standing there like in his. They're in engineer outfits, not in soldier outfits, right? And they're like, like they have no clue what the fuck
Hands
to
where
do.
I can see them, gentlemen.
He immediately, like the one that's on the ground, it tries to like reach up and it hurts, and he reaches down for his leg instead, and he's in pain. The other one, however, that's standing, immediately starts running off to the side.
I shoot him with a shotgun. No questions asked.
Attack roll.
He ignored me. He pays the price.
You had a warning.
Oof.
You spent too long with Rockwell.
So you actually that is an easy hit. So you do hit the person.
Oh god. You want me to roll damage?
Yeah.
Oh god.
The person
Yeah.
the person has no armor, right? And they don't have they have a -1 to dexterity, so that's their AC, and that's a lot of fucking damage. Holy shit! They are just more bits on a wall. They took more damage
I
than
think
they
they
than the
understand
first
my
guy did.
point now, to put their hands where I can see them.
The guy that grabbed back down on his leg throws his hands back up in the air now, wincing, but doing so no question. The rest of this room, while the engines are still running fine, has nobody else in it. That guy that you saw running was running for the exit.
I'd probably motion to one of them with their hands up, like one of them that's not injured, and like turn off the power plant.
Okay. So the one that's got the hole in his leg, the piece of metal in his leg. He's
No,
gonna-
the one that's not injured, but you know.
No. You shot him.
No, that's it. Yeah, there's only
Oh.
two of them in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair
he
enough.
went. So you come in as he's like foot pulling the trigger and saying that to the guy that's on the ground, and the guy that's on the ground is like, okay, and he like immediately starts like pulling himself over to a terminal.
Can I grab him and pick him up and hold him up so that he can get
Absolutely,
there quicker?
absolutely. So you
Yeah.
kind of like hoist him from like in the middle of his back and like kind of drag him over, helping but not being friendly,
Yeah.
over to where he needs to be, and just kind of like flop him into a chair that's over there, and he immediately starts like pressing buttons and whatever, and just. And as soon as all four of them go down, the whole facility goes dark for a couple moments, and it's like, and there's like some red lights that blink occasionally in the much lower lit light of the facility. So instead of being complete darkness or very bright lights, it's like dim lights with the occasional blink of red. But it's not like what they do in the movies where it's a constant flash of red and everybody just have seizures and die. It's like every once in a while the light has a tone of red for a moment. It's like every 30 seconds or so, a tone of red, and then goes away.
Okay, so
Would
I said
I-
to him, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I said to him, is there any other way of turning this all back on apart from here?
Yeah, there are a few other terminals that can access this. Yeah,
Would I be able to disable the power plant by omniblading it?
you say that to him.
No, I'm just asking you out of game. Like, would I be able to just?
I mean, it's a
Keep
power
it
plant.
like-
You're welcome to do whatever you want to damage it. Whether or not a melee weapon's the best choice is between you and.
Well, maybe he could cut like a couple of core pipes that would at least mean they have to repair.
Yeah.
it
You
before they
certainly
use it,
can
right?
randomly start cutting things.
Let's
You'll do
permanently
do some
disable this.
Kylo Ren, you know? Just take the dagger out. It'll be great.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, I'll try to stab some non-explodey bits, things that seem like they wouldn't explode if I cut them.
Okay. Luckily, the Omni Blade is a because it's actually a type of like of ceramic or whatever that it's there. It's not like it's got a spark or a flame to it or anything to cause things to ignite. But you just start immediately cutting wires and whatnot from the 4 different power facilities that happen to be there. And the guy's kind of like watching you do this, like, what's he doing?
Making sure this won't turn back on easily.
What does it look like?
He looks at Lena. He's like, the emergency power that's on, that's only gonna power life support for a day, 2 tops, less, with a hole in the wall. And like you can see, he's like, and mind you, you guys are feeling like really warm now. Like you're doing pretty. He's like, as like
He's gonna
this
hold
room's
his
getting
leg.
colder and colder. No, the room is, the temperature's dropping, very very low. It's already in the negatives of Celsius, but just like maybe -2 or 3, not quite -73, and it's dropping.
Okay, so she sort of rolls her eyes, sighs, and says, "Alright, come on, enough. Let's not kill everybody."
He just looks at you as like he wants to say like, "Isn't that what we're here to do?" And he's just, yeah, shrugs. Fair enough.
No.
No, it's not what we're here to do.
That guy that
actually.
you just blew to smithereens probably had nothing to do with smuggling, but yeah, there you go.
Non-combatant.
I needed to make my point clear.
That's very clear.
You're not
Crystal.
using civilians.
Oh yeah, no.
Crystal fucking clear.
Nope.
You might have helped him get the power back up or something. You never know.
You never
He
know.
could have been Cerberus.
Yep, could have been. So you guys are there, finishing up all this. All this while takes a bit of work, and your friends, seeing the explosion, immediately start hoofing it. Whether or not Rockwell wanted to doesn't matter, because Svedka's running ahead, and he can't be left behind, because the private's immediately following her, because even though he's the commander of this mission, he's not an idiot. He's going to follow her, because she's the actual commander, and that's out here. So they're jogging ahead, and Rockwell's kind of like, I don't want to be left behind, so he has to kind of like jog with
take
them.
offense to that entire description.
I'm sorry, but she's the actual commander.
She's not actually just higher rank. I am the commander, and that's until I get my promotion.
Until.
She's got more field
And
experience.
then I'll be like, bitch.
And so you guys are
She's got more
hoofing
field
it.
experience.
And eventually, like as they're finishing their conversation, whoever, it's starting to like look around. You walk in to see the place is a mess.
Faces a mess.
Do you say anything, Rockwell?
No, I just walk in and
The guy's lips are turning blue.
I don't acknowledge him in any way. I walk in and it's like, have you looked inside the compound yet?
Nope, just made sure that the power won't turn back on easily.
Can I put
They're
this guy
reserved.
anywhere that's warmer?
Outside this
I
door.
mean,
We can put him out of his misery. That'll put him somewhere warmer.
No,
Oh my
killing
God.
civilians.
I'm
We're
just
here to
kidding.
slay Batarians. You seen any aliens around?
coming from him, yeah.
They're over
One
18,
civilian.
so you know.
Technically, Carmine is yeah, evens with me right now.
Well, you get to kill a child.
Actually, no, he's above me because he blew someone up with the wall as well. So,
You killed a child.
so I asked the man if they seen any aliens. Children, if anything, count as life.
You ask him that? Do you see aliens?
I smack him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where?
He's trying to like points towards the entrance to this room from like the rest of the facility, but he barely can get his finger off of his arm as he's like shivering uncontrollably. He's short of breath. He's having a hard time breathing. A quick look at the Omni tool shows that the temperature in here is like -15 Celsius, and the guy has a hole in his leg.
I'll say, like, as quick as possible, take up breaching positions on that door. We have to assume this entire place is a combat zone.
I'm assuming Karma would have probably already done that subconsciously.
Yeah, so I have you and probably Angry McRussian face either side of the door, and then just...
We're gonna rush B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably command of it.
Okay. And where do Rockwell and Lena go? And where do you command Private?
Just sort of in the back of that room, basically.
Okay.
So almost like a firing line into the room, but just so we can move forward into it. And I will actually be near Coldface McGee, and I'll actually be basically when we can rushing him with us because he helped us ish.
Well,
And
that's
also the
what I
Dungeons
was planning on doing anyways. I'm already next to him. Pretty much got my hand on
Okay.
his
So
back.
two of you guys can
you're
kind of like one hand
planning
underneath
combat.
each armpit and kind of like pull him through the doorway quickly. Gotcha.